My name is Desiree Foy-Fisher, and I am a U.S. Virgin Islander. So, I was actually born in Puerto Rico, but grew up in St. Thomas all my life. So I started my schooling at Educare Preschool on Garden Street, and then went to All Saints Cathedral School, where I attended there from junior kindergarten straight through senior year. And when I graduated from All Saints, I came here to Atlanta and attended Spelman College. And Atlanta's been my home ever since. So the inspiration for the book was my great-grandmother. Her name was Rosita Fred, and she was from Tortola. You know, growing up, she kept all of her grandchildren. She kept the great-grandchildren, the great-great-grandchildren. We all grew up together. She would always use these proverbs and expressions with us, which at the time didn't mean much, but as an adult, when you sit back and you reflect on your childhood, you say, wow, those were some pretty profound things that Granny used to say. So not wanting to lose her memory, I started to reach out to friends and family, and I said, tell me some of the things that Granny used to say. And then we realized that everybody had an auntie, uncle, tanty, granny, grandpa that used the same proverbs and sayings with them. And then before I knew it, I had a wonderful collection that I said I needed to make into a book. Once I figured out, yeah, I'm going to do this book, then it involves research. You got to make sure that you know what you're doing. I did a lot of studying on how to self-publish. Should I pursue a publisher? Should I do it myself? What are the costs involved? What are the steps in putting together something like this? So it did take some time. It actually took me about 4.5 years to figure out what I wanted the execution to look like, how I wanted to do it, what pictures, what approach I was going to take. And then I realized if I was going to do a book and I really wanted, and I decided to sell it, I had to make a decision on whether or not I wanted to pursue a publisher or self-publish. And that took a lot of research. And then at the end of the process, I realized that the best way for me to go was to self-publish. I started my own company called Word Lake Media to publish the book, and that's where we are. The two best things that came out of this whole process was, one, that I feel like I've made my grandmother proud. And there's one thing that I've never really explained to anybody about the book, which is the very last proverb in the book. It's, she come in to come. This was my little message to my grandmother, which I'm hoping that what I've done has made her proud. Because I can imagine her saying, or you know, I can imagine her telling someone, look my grandchild, you know, she come in to come. The second big thing is that I had this goal. I wanted to create this book. I wanted to honor her memory. It took me 4.5 years to do it, but I did it. And so those are the two best things that came out of this experience. The first one is, the remedy to fall is get up. And that one is one of my favorites, only because coming from Tortola, the way that my grandmother would say it, it was never the remedy, it was the remedy to fall is get up. And the other one that stuck with me all my life was, well, there were many, but one of my favorites is, if your handwriting looks like chicken scratch, don't blame the pen. You know, even before I knew about the VI Ambassador Program, I always felt like everything I do, everything I say, I am a representative of the Virgin Islands. So I was really excited when I saw that there was actually a VI Ambassador Program that just made it so much more official. When people ask me where I'm from, I don't say that I'm from St. Thomas. I tell them that I'm from the U.S. Virgin Islands. And I've always taken pride in that because I'm so proud of my culture and my background and my upbringing. I wouldn't change it for anything in the world. And so to now be a part of the USVI Ambassador Program just solidifies what I've always felt, that us that have migrated to the mainland and pretty much have stayed, that's how we should represent the VI at all times.